In Parsha Shmos, Moshe Rabbeinu is discovered. Who's he discovered by? Well, after he's born and his mother tried to hide him for 3 months, he finally sets sail in a little basket. And we know, of course, the daughter of Paro sees him on the water, sees the little basket. And she reaches out her hand to grab the basket. Now, the pasuk says, "Vatishlach es amasa vatikacheha." Amasa meaning an amma, it's a length, a measurement of an arm. But Rashi explains to us that when she saw the basket, she realized that her arm wasn't long enough to reach the basket. A miracle took place, and her arm extended so that she was able to reach the basket and bring it closer to her. Now, what in the first place made her think that if she reached out her hand and she stretched and stretched and stretched, that she would be able to reach the basket if it was really so far away from her? So Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kotsk explains to us that a lesson is learned from the daughter of Paro, which is very much applicable to our lives. And that is when a person does a mitzvah, when a person does a good deed, when they're trying to attain something, they should try as best and as hard as they can if they want to do so, even if, realistically, it may be out of their reach. Because if a person has the ratzon, a person has a desire to succeed, ultimately their drive will push them. Not that we rely on miracles. We don't rely on miracles. If a miracle happens, that is incredible. We're told not to simply rely on miracles. But that doesn't mean that we can't strive to attain a goal which is higher than we think we would normally be able to do. How many times when we're reaching for something behind a couch and we say, it's just a little bit further than my arm could reach. And we push ourselves and we say, you know what, let me just push and see if I can finally get a finger on it and finally grab it. It's a desire, it's the ratzon, it's the will that forces us to be able to succeed. And that is applicable so many times in life, not only having to do with a mitzvah per se, but many of times when we're stuck in a place where we think we can't get out of, many of times when we're faced with a challenge that we think we may not be able to overcome, what we really need to do is focus on the will and the desire, the positivity that is within us to be able to succeed, and then we will be able to. That was what was the mindset of the daughter of Paro. She wanted that teva. She wanted that little basket. And she reached out her hand, even though she understood that she probably wouldn't be able to reach it. But somehow, yes, for her, it relied on a miracle. For us, it may be as simple as our real desire and will to succeed. May we be zocha, may we merit to apply this lesson to our lives and be successful in all our endeavors. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.